However, those who consider Jesus to be a great moral teacher, but reject Jesus' authority as Lord of all creation, have to deal with one problem which C.S. Lewis lays out in one of his best books, Mere Christianity, and that was that Jesus couldn't be a great moral teacher unless his claim to be God was true. Given what Jesus said about himself, about life, about the human condition, about the absolute moral standard, claiming himself to be God, to be one with God, to have the same authority as God, to do exactly as the prophets prophesied that God would do, Jesus would either have to be a liar, a lunatic, or Lord of everything. Jesus was a Jew, and all the Jews knew that anyone who claimed to be God or equal to God, which is blasphemy, would face the death penalty. It wouldn't seem rational that a man would die for a sham of his own making, knowing fully well that it was a big fat lie, and that confessing to it would have saved his skin, literally. In fact, those of us who have studied interrogative torture performed by national security agencies, and in some cases local police stations, know that even innocent people will quote unquote confess to have committing a crime, to the extent that they will say anything that torturers want them to say as long as it stops the pain, as long as it ends the torture. Jesus had time after time, opportunity after opportunity, to confess that he was lying. But he didn't, because he knew he wasn't lying. Okay, but wait, maybe he didn't know that what he was saying was false. Maybe he did believe in the things he was saying. Maybe Jesus was a lunatic. After all, if some homeless guy walks up to you on the street and tells you that he's God, you think he was either hitting the bottle too hard or he was mentally impaired. And that might have applied to Jesus, except the evidence of his ministry and life shows that he is the complete opposite of a lunatic.